Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It is our board meeting. Very interesting what's just come through. I was thinking it's the season of Aries, so happy birthday Aries. And the song that was coming through was "It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom." I don't really know the rest of the words. Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone. Anyway, and I think someone's wanting to cry. We could check out the lyrics. I know what's on the bottom of the deck as well. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot. It's the Two of Cups. We've got the washing machine on in the background. That had 44 minutes when I last looked, which was a little while ago. And I've actually put the cards, look, in the position of like where the Emperor would sit. So the Emperor is, you are really representing the Divine Masculine's energy. So I feel like we have a table of empaths here who can maybe assist you, Mr. Aries, Mr. Emperor, in this upset, because you would cry too if it happened to you, or maybe it has happened to others, and they're going to be able to resonate with you. He looks a bit sad, doesn't he, the Divine Masculine here? Okay, let's shuffle the cards, and we'll start with you, Aries, as always. But tell us what's going on with you. You would cry too if it happened to you. Well, what's happened? And we may be able to assist. Okay. Especially as it's nearly 1:44. It's 1:43. It's like we get you sorted as the Emperor, and we've got our 144,000. Okay, let's focus on Aries today then. Aries, what's going on? Needing to make a decision. You do know what cup you're going to choose, but you're scared to reach out, Aries. You're in the shadows here. So I want to say, as a collective, the Divine Masculines here are in the shadow. They know which cup they're wanting to take. It's going to be a little bit of a reach. It's like, it's overcoming fame and fortune and choosing that Divine Cup here that's undercover. It's the unknown, but you can see there's a figure underneath there. Or if you say two white flames, they don't look like hands to you. It feels like it's an edge of a bedspread, and it pulls it away. It's a sheet. It's a sheet. Can you tell us some more, please, before I move on? Okay, so you're thinking about romance. You've got your coat on. You have the world in your hands. This is about handing over. Oh, okay, it's handing over your world to the divine in exchange for passion, for your flame. Because the world here, well, as you can see, the sea is red, the Red Sea. Egypt? Planning a trip to Egypt, maybe. Okay. Let's go and have a chat with the pharaohs. Don't forget that God sent, I was going to say Jesus, it was nothing to do with Jesus. Okay. I believe this is the days before Jesus. Moses. God sent Moses to the pharaohs to ask for the Israelites to be released. Okay. And Moses couldn't quite believe that he had been chosen for this. It was a burning bush that appeared energy. Okay. And so the story goes. And God said, I want you to go to the pharaohs and ask that they release the Israelites. And Moses couldn't quite believe that he had been chosen for this, because he had like, there's recorded that maybe he had a speech impediment, so he would stutter, maybe not get his words out. Was he really the man for the job? Well, they did release the Israelites when he went, and Moses guided them to the promised land, which was a 40-year journey. So it's about the journey, not the destination. And the destination is unknown. Destination unknown. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So seeing as your world here has red, the Red Sea, in its waters, you can see the green of the earth. And then we're picking up this figure here. And I said that maybe these are flames that are white. Okay. So I'm feeling they're actually pure flames, because the flame is white. Look, the flame's white. It's quite steady today, that flame. Ooh, and I've put that in reverse. Ears are ringing. You would cry too if it happened to you. What you have to make a decision about handing over your world with full faith and trust that that's going to transmute into love, passion and fulfillment. Is that what you're crying over, Aries? One more card. I don't feel like I don't feel like there's any issues with these grey. They're not grey. Well, they're blue. Well, I don't know. Whatever colour. Blue. There's no kind of issues with towers or dragons. They're not in the way. Being able to speak. And then we have the snake here, which takes me to being tricked. Are you being tricked? Okay, to hand it all over when there's kind of no evidence of a return. The evidence doesn't come until you take that leap of faith and you hand over your world and say, do you know what, Divine? I trust you to know what's best for me. There you go. It's all in the Divine's hands. It most definitely is. The legacy, the stardom. So the trade-off is will be many. There will be many there will be many benefits. Like maybe you won't be stumbling over your words forever. Okay, you gain some confidence here. Your own worth. That is going to the promised land. Look, through that. Well, I believe you're in the promised land. Right time of year, because I feel like they are snowdrops. So when spring's here, your promises will come true. Promise me you'll wait for me, 'cause I've been saving all my love for you. And I will be home soon. Ooh. Do you want some guidance, Aries? Should we see what Taurus wants to say about this? Okay, Taurus says, find balance, go within and listen to your soul. It's like breathe. Centre yourself. Bring yourself back to centre. It's temperance here. For one, reconcile with yourself, but reconcile with God. And I feel like there might be some things that the Divine Masculine is maybe wishing to be forgotten. Okay. And he's actually looking for forgiveness, but he's hoping that all will be forgotten. Okay, there's something about the angel and the angel's wings, because they are the same colour as this traveller's cloak. So the guidance from Taurus to you, Aries, is that you have guardian angels that are wrapping their wings around you. You are taken care of. Are you ready? It's like you're so wrapped up in life that you're not seeing that you are loved, adored, protected and being guided. Okay, especially towards the Two of Cups here, which we saw at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, have no fear because help is near. It's always near. And then we have this aha moment. Okay. And I feel like the doctor's in the house and all is healed. Boom. Daffodils. Interesting. I've got a daffodil behind me that Emily went out. She said to me, I want to get a daffodil. No, she went to me, don't shout at me. This was the other day when we was on a walk. But she never got it. She went, don't shout at me, but I'm going to pick one of those daffodils. I said, okay. And she said, because I want to press it. She presses flowers. And she said, because I want to press it and I haven't pressed the daffodil yet. And I'd like to have a pressed daffodil. Your wish is my command. So we have I think it dries out first before she puts it into her kind of contraption that you tighten down and it presses. So we do actually have a bit of a floppy daffodil here. I think it's drying out. Okay, it's drying. Washing machine's having a chat, unless it was a gate outside. I was upstairs talking to Megan and I thought that I could hear the washing machine up there, and I said, is that the washing machine I can hear? And she went to me, no, I think it's a gate outside. Right, needs a bit of oiling. WD-40 will do it. WD-40, interesting, 40 years travelling. And then you get to the promised land. You get it. It's kind of after 40 years, you get it. Okay. Your crown's just up that pathway there. Got to dip your toes in the water. Not be afraid. Blending of the energies between the masculine and feminine here. Looks like the only way is up. That symbol there, that triangle will denote your root chakra. So you're being balanced. And you are... When you're balanced in your root chakra, you will feel safe, secure. You will not worry about your survival. Okay, you know you're taken care of, and then your foundations are really, really strong. You can get all your other chakras spinning. Okay, all in alignment, but it all comes from that root chakra. Pebble Mill. What's Pebble Mill? I think it's a TV show from when I was younger. I'm not sure what it's about. Pebble Mill. Well, we best have a look, seeing as phone's upside down. It looks like the phone's upside down, and we have the devil and the angel. They look like the wings. Okay. Pebble Mill. Pebble Mill Studios. Oh, okay. It's actually the British Broadcasting Centre's television studio complex. Okay. Located in Edgbaston in Birmingham. Okay. It's a 9-acre site. And I was taken to the 100-acre wood then. Is that where the monkey's been hanging out? The 100th monkey? Okay, I think that's all that Taurus wants to say to you, Aries, is don't be so droopy. It feels like allow things to dry out. Especially, hi Jasper, your emotions, especially if you're crying, feel them. You would cry too if it happened to you. Have a good cry. Don't hold it back because it's really cleansing, and once it's out, you feel marvellous afterwards, after you've had a good purging session. Hello, beautiful boy. Okay, let's move on. Gemini. The card of the Lovers. I feel like this is maybe your divine counterpart. What do they say about this? So the divine feminine, because it feels like we're talking about the divine masculine energy. So let's ask the Lovers. The higher self. There's conflict between the lovers. It's petty bickering. That's what this card means. It's like definitely the masculine energy here. inner turmoil. It's inner conflict that's going on. Okay. I feel very much as if a lot of these characters are trying to avoid the sand. Okay, so like they've got their feet on the earth. It's actually this character here that seems to have maybe both his feet definitely in the sand. So I feel like the divine masculine counterpart is sinking quickly in quicksand. He has this rod that he can hold up in hopes that someone sees that he's sinking. So he's sinking in his thinking. Oh, he's got stinking thinking. Okay. There's a book that says this on the title. Zig Ziglar, see you at the top. I think actually on the cover of the book it says something about stinking thinking. Okay. See you at the top. I'm sure it does say that. Have you read it? How would you know then? You sense it. Cancer. What would you like to say to Aries? You're down, boy. Down, boy. You've been pinned down here. I feel like because this is the card of home, I feel like you've been trapped in a home that doesn't feel like home. Down, boy. You could be being domesticated. So instead of you being like the lion of the jungle, it's like you've been domesticated to be a pussycat. Is that right? And it's like you're laying there and watching the whole world in the distance have light when all that's over you is darkness. Your nose was wet. I felt that go through my arm. Just. Okay. Let's move on to Virgo. So it does look like it is being seen, maybe at home, that the energy feels like it's death. Let's have a look at Virgo. That's next, isn't it? No, Leo. We missed you out. Are you at the meeting? You're here, I can see. Okay, Leo's next. It's that lion. The lion was scowling at the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck when I first started. Sorry, Leo. Okay. The world. Leo's there at the bottom. Not sure what he's looking at. I think he's looking at my chest. He's like looking down my top. Okay, breasts, they're here. They're here. Oh dear. Okay, Leo, you have the world in your hands. You're going to sit there, take back control. That's it, you're in charge of things. Okay. You've got some like sleepy dust in your eyes, darling. But you sit there, you look good. You look good. It's all good. Okay. My brave boy. Okay. I'm getting distracted by you, Jasper. So we have this feminine who's in the world, and she's twiddling her wands, her thumbs, if you want to say that. She's twiddling her wands. So I actually feel like the Leo energy, because that is the blending of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, I feel like the divine feminine's doing as much as she can to like wave her magic wand, 2 wands, for you and for her. So I actually feel like Leo is doing what Leo does and brings compassion and balance and sensitivity to the table today. Okay. Now we're going to Virgo. I can see the eyes because I can see them here in Leo's face here. You're going to come down. Come on in. Good boy. Let Virgo have their turn. Rightio. You going to settle, darling? Are happy now? Because you show your face. Happy? Wasn't that bad, was it? Okay, Virgo. Justice. Virgo's in line with Leo here. Virgo is really kind of saying to the Emperor, everything will balance out because divine justice is at play. If there's anything that's unjust, it will be revealed and it will be balanced. Without you really needing to participate, once you hand it all over, for one, you need to admit that you need help, assistance with your emotions. You're in a bit of an emotional state. Do you want to say, I'm just going to come down. I'm going to kind of come down. I'm coming down to this row now, Jasper. So let's leave the space clear. Libra. Virgo has your card of justice. What card would you like to come out with and guidance for the masculine? Go for it, they say. Okay. Ooh. Jasper's digging his claws in. He's hiding under the table now. Come out. Come out, come out. That's it. Okay, so you can see the masculine here. He's heading where to? The 2 of Cups. He's a bit of a klops. A 2 of Cups. Crossing over, he's crossed over that water and he's left the 8 Cups behind. So it's like he's made his decision. Leaves the 8 Cups behind and off he goes in search of finding his balance. And I feel that he finds his balance through the 2 of Cups. Okay, Scorpio. What would you like to say to Aries? Speak your truth. Face your fear and do it anyway. This is very much about going solo. It come out a lone bird. There's a lone bird in the sky. And then you have actually the queen of truth here. She has a nice cloak around her. She's got a cloak of heaven. The cloak of heaven around her. So she's very much up in the clouds with the divine. And she calls forward those who are... she calls forward those who are ready to speak, not those who are willing, those who are ready. Got Cupid underneath. And then the butterfly right at the bottom that's waiting to... It's like if this queen gets up, then not only is that Cupid exposed, but also the butterfly is as well. There's the energy, Scorpio, that you're kind of saying, don't make her stand up. Okay. So you're saying to Aries, go for it. Don't make her, it's like have to get out of her chair and come and get you unwillingly because you are ready. He's gone. Sagittarius. You're next. What would you like to say to the Emperor, the Divine Masculine Collective? Speak to her. That's what Sagittarius is saying. Speak to her. Tell her. It's like let it all out, because he's got like poisonous pinchers here. And it's like you're pinching yourself off from your own source of, again, we've got a little one hiding. But they're clinging on for dear life around her chair. It's like they're all waiting to see what's going to be said. How is she going to respond? She looks very calm. She's the Queen of Cups. She's, the plaits were coming in her hair. She's got plaits. They were coming through, but it was more that not plaited. They were gold plated. Okay. So she's gold. She's golden. Your eyes are golden, golden. Got the pebbles here again. Colourful pebbles. Now, she hasn't got out of her chair. It's like this cup. It feels like the fall has taken the lift. The lift. Now, do you take like the lift up the cliff? Or do you jump or walk up? Anyway, so I felt like he takes the leap off of the cliff. Not the lift. He needs a lift. So he's not that brave to take a leap of faith. It's like, I'll go down in the elevator. We do every level at a time until we get there. And I feel like you hit rock bottom and then the only way is up. It's like, okay, I better do the ascent back up now. Okay. So we have like the Holy Grail here, the cup, the Ace of Cups. And then we have the cliff in the background, which I feel really somehow the Divine Masculine's taken a leap of faith, even if he's taken the elevator down. It's like elevator down to see you. So I feel this energy, if he needed to get really, really low to be able to see the truth. Like, it's definitely to do with about hiding in the shadows and actually feeling embarrassed. I have to say what wants to come out, embarrassed. And it's like, just tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, and then you know who helps you then? God. And you're so rewarded every time you speak the truth. Give it a go. Seriously. Give it a go. I love playing with that one. It's like, oh, should I have said that? And it's like, oh yeah, you should have said that. But my soul says, good girl. I know if I'm not, I shouldn't have said something. My soul goes, you shouldn't have said that to them. You hurt their feelings, or you know the feeling when you kind of go, I shouldn't have said that. But you don't do anything about it to rectify it. Well, your soul still knows, and you still know that you shouldn't have said that. So, a needle pulling thread, law, a note to follow, so, tea, I drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough, oh, 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 dough. Simpson styling, Homer Simpson. Okay. Capricorn is saying, it doesn't matter how long it's been, you'll never know unless you try. You may be coated in the Divine's love, saturated in it, let alone coated, saturated, it's dripping from you. You're actually on the Divine Feminine's horse here. And it's like you do need to be that knight in shining armour. You have got armour on here. So you are protected, even though it feels like it's been a long time coming. Okay. I've got the goosebumps now, or the chills. Maybe they're chills. I feel cold. Yes, they're chills. Death is over us. Aquarius. It's just your age. Well, Aquarius is saying exactly what Aquarius should say, and that is, go within. It's a suit of swords here. Go within. When you don't know what to do, go within. So have a chat with the Divine. Take yourself away from all distractions and really don't listen to anyone else's input, including these guys on the table. You do what's best for you. It's your soul that has to live with your decisions. Okay. And it is your soul that's settling because your soul wants more for you. So it's you. You do have free will. And it's like, go within and just be certain, because your soul's always going to know. And so is the divine. Okay. How authentically, what word do you want to put with that? How authentically marvellous you really are. Okay. We'll end with Pisces. And then we should pull some oracle cards. So, there is the energy here. I'm trying to bring some humour to it, okay? But it could be something that would trigger you. But it's kind of like Easter's coming. And I'm feeling the energy of you being a little bit of a chicken. So why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. That was just the purpose of it. Nothing bad happened. In between, he didn't get knocked over by a car or anything, just across the road. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Okay, I was going to offer you an egg, a Cadbury's cream egg. I was going to say, and how do you eat yours? Like, just, what's in there? Wonder what's going to, it's all lovely, delicious, gooey stuff in there. I bite off the top and then I lick it out. Then you're just left with the shell. It's the inside that's gooey. And I believe they're celebrating 50 years of gooiness. How do you eat yours? Chicken. Chicken licking? Or are you a chicken that's kicking? Okay. You could be a headless chicken, running around like the yard, not really knowing what direction you're going in. Let's have a look at what Aries would like to say. Chick, 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 chicken. Lay a little egg for me. Right, let's have a look. Pisces, you've given us 4 cards, more than what the Emperor, as Aries, had out. Pisces, we have the Hangman. This feels like you're not going to be let off the hook, Divine Masculine, unfortunately. Until you come to some kind of realisation of what you're actually doing to yourself. You're cutting off your nose to spite your own face. Okay. The energy of manifestation, it's coming. But these 3 boats here, there is 3. One's got a double sail on it. I feel like this draped around you is the finish line of a racetrack, a circuit track. Around the circuit. You've been around the circuit? Okay. And you would, this person, rather than going and finding out information himself, he'll send like messengers in these boats. And he gets them to do his dirty work. And he says, go out and find out about, and there's 3 different areas. I think they're going in 3 different directions. Go out and find out, get me some information about whatever, such and such, and then you're waiting for your ship to come home. You're waiting for the message that comes back. So I do feel like maybe you've prayed and you're doing some like surveillance work behind the scenes with the divine. So I feel like you could be asking the divine about a few areas of your life. You need to go into meditation. Meditation doesn't, all I try and do every day is make sure I go and take at least an hour for myself and just to lay on my bed and just close my eyes. Okay, and in silence, I can hear everything that's going on outside. I hear the signs, the synchronizations. I don't really block what comes through my mind. I think I'm kind of really practiced at it, that it's just a blank. Oh, that's interesting. I use QuickTime, okay, to record my videos. And when I tapped on it today for a new movie recording, it just left a very small little blank black screen up there. It didn't come up so I could see my reflection to know, well, anyway, so it was a very blank screen. And that's kind of like what happens within my mind's eye. It's just all black and then something will come in. Yesterday it was prison bars of a cell. All I could see was prison cell bars. The day before, or the day before that, I saw the earth, like how you're holding here. I don't know the colours because it was just it was actually to the side, and all of a sudden I just saw these lightning bolts come, hit the earth, and then the image just went, just disappeared. And I was like, whoa, I don't know what's happened now. I imagine whatever you've been praying to the divine to sort out is actually happening. They're doing what you wish. What is it that you're wishing for? Okay. Hangman's there. That's cool. I think, yes, I covered it over. So it's all going on undercover. I actually feel like you're manifesting, like behind the scenes. So you are connecting with the divine to try and deal with your inner conflict. There feels like there's a few areas, but it all could be sorted out at once, which might be a bit overwhelming, and you could feel like you're a bit of a headless chicken, running around not knowing what direction you're going in. So go within. The Mother Mary's here. Okay. I actually feel like there's a little one and there's some kind of animal. It could be an owl. So I can see I'm looking in the stained glass window, so you can see the Mother Mary. I can see this child, but the instrument that the child's holding, it reminds me of, it's a fan. You would use it to. What do you do to a fire? Instead of stoking it, you would fan the fire. Fan the fire of desire. We're going to call the reading that. Fan the fire of desire. And I feel like that's an owl in the background. It took me to the children's book when I was younger, Meg and Mog. It was about a witch with a cat called Mog. Okay. Mog. The Mog knows. We know this. Okay. The cat knows. My cats have been going crazy. Jasper done what Tia done the other day and was walking along all in my bedroom. Jasper never goes really into my bedroom and he never makes that jump. Like, he wouldn't really make the jump from the floor up onto the counter. It's a bit too high for him. So my chest of drawers, it was kind of like, you're not going to jump that. Oh, and he did. And he was doing what Tia was doing, like up the wall, looking in the mirror, sniffing around, kind of going a bit insane. I'm like, yes, dude, it's energy. What do you want me to do about it? It's like, I know it's there. And then we have, you're nearly home, Divine Masculine. If we have a look at, where did it go? When did we see, oh no, I don't think we did. Did we see the Nine of Wands? Maybe I've just seen that. I have seen that this morning in a reading, in a card pull. I don't know if we pulled it out here, but it was kind of like one more hurdle until you're home. That's not showing up here, so you're over that hurdle. You're just hiding your face. That's all. What is that? I believe that's a shame. It would be a shame if you don't allow yourself to have what your soul and heart truly desires because you're hiding behind shame. That will be a shame. That's your pride getting in the way and you allowing it. And you know it. It's kind of like you made the decision, I'm going to live with this. Okay. What are you going to live with? Do you want to live with true love, happiness, peace, prosperity, or carrying that burden? Listen, he's upset. Don't put too much pressure on him. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Exactly. You can either be happy at your party or you can cry. It's up to you. You're right. It's your party and it's your life to do whatever you choose to do with it. Amen to that. Do you want to just take a bit of advice from my daughter though? See this here? No. It says, keep me in your wallet, purse, but because she knows I don't really go into my wallet, purse too much, it wouldn't remind me, but she knows that I have my phone with me. So keep me in your wallet, purse. It says, smile. You are so loved. Let's put it around this way so that you remember. So every time that you go into your wallet or purse, I want you to remember to smile because you are so loved. A miraculous new start just popped up on my phone. A notification. A miraculous new start. What did I say about showing how marvellous she was? I believe that's... you need some of George's marvellous medicine. What's the bottom of the deck here? You're pushing against the flow. You're gritting your teeth, and it really is very much about you actually taking that step over to the other side. You're halfway there. Look, you've actually got like Puss in Boots. Yeah, you've got a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. Oh, this is about having the shoe put on the other foot. Be uncomfortable with that. Try it. Listen. That could be something you can do. That'll make you feel uncomfortable. Wear your shoes on the wrong feet today. Go on, just because it'll be funny. I actually feel like you could be making silly mistakes like that. Like, because your head's, like, chopped off. 7 of Wands. Oh, you're trying with all your might to fight. Okay. I've forgotten what the title was. Oh, Fan the Fire of Desire. Okay. Don't fight it. Look, all your effort, your mouth, it's like, oh, no one's coming in. Okay. No one. All right. We'll see how far that gets you. Should we get some oracle and let them speak, and I can just shut up for a bit? Well, I can transmit the messages through me. Let me be the broadcasting station. I'm painting Jasper's hair. Normally Lily leaves me with all her hair, but should we have a look at the Sacred Spirits reading cards? I've like turned to the side. I'm sitting to the side. Let's look this way then. I won't give you eye contact if it makes you feel uncomfortable. The card is Ground Your Light. Let your soul shine. So I picked up the grounding here with the triangle. I spoke about the root chakra. When that's balanced, all will be aligned. Well, all cannot be aligned until the root chakra is balanced, and that's to do with the material stuff, your money, worrying about like whether you're going to be safe, secure, looked after. Will you survive this? It's it needs to be grounded. You need to be grounded, Divine Masculine. Right, you're grounded. That's what Pisces was saying to you. It's with all the bloody hair. Okay, right, you're grounded. Until you've learnt your lesson. Look, the Divine stepped in with this one. Notice how all the blue here is running through. You can see where your root chakra is. It's right at the base there. That'll be the area that kind of sits on the ground. Okay, but this is truth soaring up through you. What is the truth? Let your soul shine. Ground your light. Card number 18. Oh, if we could go back to when we were 18. If only, but you can't. So let that one go. Shine your light on the world and let your soul shine. Let it shine. Okay. I want to say you can deal with the distractions. We don't even need to talk about them. That's one thing that you should have practiced by now is your patience, and especially with distractions and not kind of saying, well, I can't do it now because of that. That's going on. That doesn't matter. That doesn't need to come into this. Okay, whatever that is, it's some kind of cycle. The method of grounding our energy bodies, auric fields, and consciousness is to solidify our being in the present. Through the grounding process, our emotional, physical, and spiritual bodies become unified, bringing balance and well-being to our soul and spirit. While this practice can be challenging, it is important for you to remember you are influenced energetically by your environment. Grounding anchors your energetic fields and connects you to your emotional body while being present and mindful within those moments. Strengthening your aura and emotional and physical body is the primary goal of mindfulness, as we feel everything that we experience through this energetic space. You are doing yourself a disservice if you refuse to honour your own shining light. Embrace the inner spark that sets you apart from everyone else. Claim and accept who you are as an individual so you can thrive in life. Embrace yourself with this new confidence. Currently, you may be feeling sluggish, unmotivated, and energetically flat, like that daffodil. We've already said that part. Embrace the inner spark. So currently, you may be feeling sluggish, unmotivated, and energetically flat. Your energy is distributed across different areas of interest and therefore is making you weaker. And I do feel like you've got a lot going on, a lot of different areas that you're requiring help with. Pay close attention to how your body reacts around certain people, places, and situations. It is up to you to develop healthy personal and physical boundaries. Right now, you need to ground your own light. Come back to your heart space and centre yourself in the present moment. Taurus's advice straight away was to ground yourself. So right now you need to ground your own light. Come back to your heart space and centre yourself in the present moment. Make yourself consciously aware of your breathing. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it intermittent? Integrate your physical space, your physical body with positive charge by grounding your new and current experiences with breathwork. Bringing in new light energy through your crown and anchoring your sacred self through your earth chakras will assist the grounding process. I've got Tia on this chair here. She's not on my bed. Washing machine's finished. I just saw her get up and a little squirrel. Where did she come from? Okay, she's been there the whole time. So bringing in new light energy through your crown and anchoring your sacred self through your earth chakras will assist the grounding process. More importantly, never give power to anyone to dim your light. You are a lighthouse and deserve to shine your light across the night. The shadow aspect is shyness, people pleaser, and self-sacrifice. Hey, I don't know if she'll actually come over. Would you like to come up? Hey. I think she might. Oh, she's going for my Cadbury's cream egg. Oh my goodness, if you could see this. I just see. Let me just hold on, Treacle. I just entice her by moving the egg. Oh, she's got it. Hold on. I was going to try and show them. Just bear with me a second, Tia. Let me show you. Tia. What's this? She was playing with my Cadbury's cream egg. I'm sure she knows when I'm recording her. She just, oh, here she goes. Oh, you've got it. She's got an egg. Do you want to see her? You want to see her? Now she's down and she's eating. Shyness, people pleaser, self-sacrifice. The sacred crystal is the red jasper, of course it is. It's very good for the root chakra, but obviously my boy's called Jasper. Angel assistance, angel Sandalphon, energetic grounding and being in the present. Let's give you a being in the present. Do you want the present? It's here. It's a really nice present for you, Divine Masculine. Do you want to be in it or out of it? Affirmation, I anchor and ground my divine light in my heart. I am free. Free to do what I want any old time. I said, love me, hold me. Let's go to a heal yourself card. 'Cause I'm free. How nice is that? You're free to do what you want. So what do you want to do? That is the question. It's not to be or not to be. That is the question. It's like, now what do you want to do? That's the question now. It's gone cold again. We have sadness. It's that coldness that just come over me. Sadness. Card number 5. It's easy to swallow your sadness and hide behind a fake smile. Yet sadness can open the door to your heart and help you access compassion. And I feel like the Divine Feminines are actually being very open. They're being rewarded the more they speak their truth about. It's very apparent, Divine Masculine, that there's a very unsettling energy between the pair of counterparts. The pair of counterparts. What a pair. Feels like about counting the days apart. Okay. But it's very much as if the Divine Feminine is feeling it. And allowing herself to feel it. So when you can truly allow yourself to cry and feel sorrow over the loss of a loved one, a lost opportunity, a broken heart or a friendship that's ended, you cleanse your soul and allow your heart to heal. So you want to kind of say, Divine Masculine, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. You will cry too. If it happened to you, the Divine Feminine has done a lifetime's worth of crying over this connection. You can ask her if you like, but that's kind of like the issue where it's like, I don't want to know that my Divine Feminine's been crying. Well, we're being told that you're crying a lot. And we totally understand why, because it's happened to us also. Because it's happened to us too. It's happened to the pair of you. Divine Feminine, you know to allow these emotions to flow because it's so cleansing. Okay. So I feel like it's speaking to you, Divine Masculine, who's very much in your Divine Feminineness, feeling the emotions. So when you can truly allow yourself to cry and feel sorrow over the loss of a loved one, a lost opportunity, a broken heart, or a friendship that's ended, you cleanse your soul and allow your heart to heal. It's your turn now, Divine Masculine. It's only fair. It's all fair in love and war. It is. To admit weakness can allow you to know yourself, embrace your lamentations. Let's get you some lemonade. Would you like some lemonade? My mum used to give me lemonade when I was poorly. It's the only time. And it'll be flat lemonade, actually. So flat lemonade is what she would leave me with, because she'd go off to work and leave me on my own when I was poorly. So I'd have my blanket and a cold flannel and a bucket by the sofa in case I felt sick, and some sip this flat lemonade, she used to say to me. Take little sips. Okay. So crying and feeling vulnerable can be a sign of strength, which demonstrates your connection to your body. To admit weakness can allow you to know yourself, embrace your limitations and evolve. Be willing to let go of the cold walls of protection you have created, which make you feel empty and sick. You don't need to get lost in your emotions. Just give yourself time to feel them and let them move through your whole being, cleansing and purifying your heart, body and soul. Okay, here's your action. Relax your body. Place your hands on your heart and ask yourself Where am I holding onto feelings of loss, grief, and sadness? Have you frozen your tears and cut yourself off from your feelings because you are afraid to face a person or situation? Put on some music or a song that touches you and imagine taking off the layers of protection from your heart. Then rub your hands together for 30 seconds. Place your hands next to each other palms, inwards, and imagine holding a bright yellow ball of light in between your palms. Place your hands on your heart and allow this yellow light to dissolve any iciness from your heart. How beautiful. I could feel the coldness when I was shuffling the cards. What's next then? Rejection. 13. Is this another one, Divine Masculine, you're scared of? Is rejection. The Divine Feminine can help you with the feelings of rejection as well, as she too has felt rejected. What's been coming through my mind recently, though, was the rejection actually, were we being protected? Now, my soul doesn't like that, that thought, that feeling. So I don't think that's the case. Where I kind of like, well, maybe I was just being protected, like, from my Divine Masculine, as if like he was toxic. That's not the case. But rejection definitely does teach us. There's another book I could recommend. Overcoming Rejection Will Make You Rich. Larry D. Angie, something like that. Larry D. Angie. I don't know. But Overcoming Rejection Will Make You Rich. That's the name of the book. It's another good book. Read that about the same time I read See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. Okay. Use rejection to grow, expand, and build yourself. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilise you. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from your experiences. If you are a writer and you sent your articles or a book to a publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work out to several other publishers. Use that rejection as a motivating force to succeed. If a person that you have feelings for or felt a deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognising that there is someone out there who is more suited to you. Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, and give up. Then they hurt and reject others. Hurt people hurt people. Okay. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking this card, you are being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learnt from your experiences and will not make the same mistakes again. Okay. I actually want to say to you, Divine Masculine, if you're really seriously waiting for your Divine Feminine to come forward and you have rejected her in the past, she's learnt the lesson. She's not going to make that same mistake again. It's you to take that leap of faith. Okay. It's kind of like the feeling of you're needing to feel what your Divine Feminine's felt, not she's feeling it anymore. She's healed. She's felt it all, which means she's allowed her heart to heal. And it looks like I said, time's up. It's your time to experience this part of the adventure, of the journey. You'll be stronger. It does make you stronger. Okay. So take a pen and paper. On one side of the paper, write down what you are afraid of, especially in terms of being rejected. On the other side, record how you can use rejection to succeed. Then take action with confidence that rejection can be your friend. So no matter what's gone on in the past, the friendship, rejection can be your friend when you realise it was your biggest, interesting, rejection like being your biggest advocate. It's like all the rejection, it was all a test to see whether or not you would slump. Would you give up? Well, it kind of like really damaged, put a dent in your ego. And it's like, oh no. It's like, you know your worth. It helps you to really, I might have been rejected, but I'm not going to say that that's, well, not just that, but the Divine Feminine has actually worked on progressing herself, on personal development. And it was the rejection that kind of was the catalyst for her to go and follow her own dreams, regardless of the rejection that, being rejected by your Divine Masculine is the worst kind of rejection that the Divine Feminine could have ever experienced. So it was her worst fear. And it's happened, and it's done, and it's over with, and she's healed. But the worst fear of the Divine Feminine is to be rejected by a Divine Masculine. Okay, and that's as a collective, guys. But she knows her worth. And she knows that anyone who's silly to reject her, they're just rejecting themselves. Deep message. Should we go to, you want to go to the roomie? We can go to the roomie. You want to go to the roomie? Get a room. And that's really the case. If you think about it, get a room together. Come face to face with each other. Because as soon as you're within each other's presence, all this dissolves naturally. It just happens. It's kind of like always kind of forgiven and forgotten. But you never actually address anything serious because the love is so intense, the passion is. So it's kind of like you both really need to have a conversation alone in a room. It's like someone's going to lock the door. That's what happened when it comes to the Declaration of Independence. They were all locked into a room, and until they had come to an agreement, the door wasn't being opened. Bit drastic measures, but hey, listen, it's whatever the divine calls for. It's 1443. We need to get this wrapped up. Well, we don't need to do anything. I want to get this wrapped up, so. What did it say about noticing signs that were repetitious? This came out yesterday, from nothing to everything. Okay. I'm not, remember, it was after the Divine Mother manifests. Oh, my friends, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence. 77. 3 times now I've said that. Okay. There is a greater story to be imposed upon your essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, and no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you, with a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine. destiny. Have I got the journey of love? Maybe not. Are they down here? No. Where would you like me to take this then? The Mother Mary, where I was originally taken. Okay, we'll leave with the Mother Mary. She's in the stained glass windows. She sees it all. Man, it's really curly. Not that curly today. I've got some straight bits going on here. I don't know. They've got a mind of their own. I just let them get on with it. I don't know what I was saying then. That little one's in and out. She's unsettled. Have you had my Cadbury's cream egg? I've got to go and find that. Where did you knock it? Our Lady of Radiant Grace, card number 33. Instead of Amazing Grace, I'm singing Our Radiant Grace, how sweet the sound. 33. Have we gone too far? Yeah. Okay. The descent of my grace changes everything. Your body, your mind, and your soul are brought to life in new ways, and freedom opens up to you. Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Can you release your expectation of enslavement and control? You are my child, and when you place your trust in me, I allow no one to harm you, no thing to confine your spirit. You are free to live wildly and expansively. There shall be no prison for your soul, beloved of mine. Your soul shall be in love with the earth and fly free. And that's exactly what I saw yesterday, was prison bars. Sun come out then for a bit. I caught a glimpse of it. Okay. Like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. The nature of modern culture is that it tries to kill the soul and break the spirit. We are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, humbled into believing we are not enough just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status in order to have worth. The body is humiliated by comparisons and judgments, and the spirit is derided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, then it isn't real. You aren't in the real world if you believe in spiritual matters, and you are delusional and naive if you aim to live from love rather than from scarcity, power games and fear. This is part of the test of being human. We were born to rise above these humiliations and disparagements, to become stronger than them, wiser than them. In doing so, we help liberate others as well, showing the way, a more authentic and healing way to live. We were born not to fear our bodies and deny our spirits, but to love the earth and fly with the wings of the Holy Mother's grace. Even with powerful and marvellous wings upon our back and the perfect current in the air through which to soar into freedom and exhilaration, if we do not trust enough to leap, all that comes to nothing. To live into our divine destiny, which is so much nobler, more compassionate, kind, emotionally rich, creative and rebellious than modern culture would have us believe, we need to trust. We need to trust that we are enough, that we are worthy of receiving. This is not some misplaced sense of entitlement or belief that the world owes us, or that the suffering of others only matters, if at all, when we have all our own needs met. The spiritual grace of the Holy Mother does not revolve around immature tantrums or thwarted egos. The ability to receive what this oracle speaks of requires a genuine, heart-centred realisation that the divine lives and breathes as us and wants to come into full expression through all that we are, unique talents and quirky visions included. For this trust to manifest, and for us to be freed from self-imposed prisons that would lock us into fearful doubt and confusion, we need the radiant grace of Our Lady. That radiant grace is sunlight, cutting through cloud and illuminating the earth in golden light. That grace is the joyful gasp that erupts from your lips when you witness a spontaneous, beautiful moment in the natural world. That is the grace that lifts us. We see that the door on the cage we once believed ourselves to be locked within isn't actually locked at all. It doesn't say that. We see that the door on the cage we once believed ourselves to be locked within is actually not locked at all. That grace is the chappelle we need to kick the door open and dare to step outside. It is the Divine Mother standing on the other side of the unlocked cage door that we have just kicked open, beckoning us to join her. She stands there in a lush field of wild flowers, hair blowing in the wind, calling us. She says, "Come here, beloved of mine. Step into this wild world with me. We have so much to share together and with the rest of the world. Let's go rattle some cages. Freedom awaits all of my children." This oracle comes to you at a time when, whether you are conscious of it or not, a greater spiritual embodiment is upon you. This will take great courage to accept. You will not necessarily feel in control or understand some of the changes in relationships and life circumstances that happen as a result of this greater divine presence manifesting within your being. These changes are manifesting through the Mother's grace to allow for you to be free. Remember that freedom does not mean being alone. Freedom comes with a sense of living your destiny without obstruction, and that will include having deep and connected relationships that feed and nourish the soul. Allow the Mother to flow into your heart and be with you as you trust in what is unfolding now through her radiant grace. Want to do the healing process and affirmation? We can. You feel the dark red earth beneath your feet and it feels solid and supportive. A warm breeze moves about your body and the light is golden. You sense Mother Mary standing beside you, page number 141, dressed in red robes flecked with gold. She smiles at you as though you are her oldest friend and passes you the edge of her thick red cape. The cape is heavy and strong, and as you hold it, the warm breeze turns into a strong wind, and together you run like children and leap into the air, lifted and free. Stay with this sensation for as long as feels good for you, and when you are ready, your feet gently touch the ground once more. The rich red earth beneath your feet feels solid and supportive. Finish the healing process with this affirmation said aloud, preferably 3 times. Let's do it. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. And feel those words reverberate through you. When it took me to the edge of her, she's asking you to hold the edge of her kind of red cape. And I felt like these were like I did feel like it was a cover a bit heavier than a sheet, but it looks like a sheet, doesn't it? White as a sheet. Looks like you're still a ghost. I'm going. Enjoy your Tuesday, guys, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. If you'd like to book in a reading or a session with me or donate to the channel, details are in the description box. Have a fantastic day. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.